Happy New Year, Aquarius. This is going to be a reading for you, for now. It's been a long time since I did any, so I'm sorry about that, but I guess I'll just be doing them when I have time. So, I'm going to use this beautiful deck. It's called Tattoo Tarot, Ink and Intuition, and it was a gift to me from a friend. So I hope you've all had a nice New Year's Eve, and if you had made any New Year's resolutions, please put it in the comment. For me, I'm gonna start the new year with doing a mantra. May the long time sun shine upon you for 40 days. I can put it in the description box if you'd like to do it with me. I'm also going to do a Kundalini Yoga set for unknown illness, because I have been unwell for a time. Wow, the cards are flying. But I wanna mix them first for a while. So I am in Sweden, and the poster you see behind me is from a Swedish artist called Carl Larsson, who painted very romantic Swedish landscapes. So, let's see what the cards has to say. Please give me what is for Aquarius. What is for Aquarius? What is in the now? Vad är I nuet? I want 3 cards. Suddenly, nobody wants to come out. Okay, the first card to come out is 4 of Coins. This is about holding on to what you got, and actually, I don't know what it's like in your country, but in my country resources are a bit scarce. Food are getting expensive, electricity is really expensive, and well, I found myself being very trying to make a lot of what I have, and not well, I'm not spending. And I'm an Aquarius too, so well, I think this is about not overestimating your assets, but to accept that these are hard times. But we will see what comes afterwards, because this is just the first row. Anything else, my dear spirits? Anything else? Anything else for Aquarius? Okay, so then comes 5 of Coins. And this is a card about not having enough, actually. So perhaps you are like me, Aquarius, where you don't, where resources are a bit scarce. You don't, you're trying to save, but it's difficult when you don't have anything to You don't, 5 of coins can be like, not, oh, this was not a very happy first row for us, but of course I'm going to honor whatever cards comes out. This is 5 of cups. This is like feeling like the 5th wheel, sort of. You can see the crying eye here on over the 5th cup. So it's like traditionally it's 3 cups are spilt over and 2 are still standing. But here we see that it has to do with emotions, and it has to do with some kind of sadness, and I don't feel like it's about a romantic relationship per se. It could be, of course, but it could also be like, because when you don't have enough, maybe you don't have the money to go to parties or go to restaurants or doing the things you like even. And if people around you don't have this problem, it can makes you feel being on the outside, both emotionally and in, well, when it comes to stability. So I'm going to start with the second row and see why these cards are here. And the first card that flies out is the Queen of Wands, which lets me know that you are a fighter. You are a fighter, and even though you don't feel like you are enough or have enough, I think you got what it takes to make it through this. And other people, I think, can see your fire as well. So maybe, perhaps your friends don't worry about you too much, even though it wouldn't hurt with some help sometimes. Too many cards, Spirit. I'm gonna look at them. That's way too many cards. Way too many cards. So why is the 5 of coins here? Okay, so we got 3 fives. We got 5, 5, 5. And 5 of swords. It's like you've had an argument with someone, and perhaps you had a fallout with someone who used to be like your stability. And now the reason that you have like a lack of resources is because 5 is about battles and arguments that nobody wins really. So maybe this has led to a split up. But 5 is also something that comes before change. So actually, well, you're in a period of 5s and conflict, both emotionally, material, and also this mental conflict, which is the sword energy or air. But I'm not really worried, because since the Queen of Wands is here, if anyone can make it, it's her. And if you are a male as well. Let's see, why is the 5 of Cups here? Ace of Wands. Well, because there's supposed to come something in afterwards. This is a new spark. We can see the horseshoe here for luck. Someone coming in with a gift. Behind the wand is like a sun, which lets me know that, well, there is a 5 of Cups moment where you're feeling left out, but it's to make room for something new. Okay, something new is gonna come in for you. And I'm gonna take one last row with these cards to see too many cards. I just want one at a time. But the star card popped out there, which is a good thing. It's our card, right? Too many. Now the Empress comes out. There's a lot of strong characters who wants to show up. Just the one, please. One at a time. One at a time. What else do we need to know? Okay, so this is the second time the star card pops up with a lot of other cards. So even if it doesn't come out like a single card, you know that the star energy is there. Please just give me a card. Do you like to give me a card? Okay, this one. 8 of Cups. So this is another card about moving forward. 8 is of course like a boomerang. It's like a circle, and this has to do with emotions. It could be someone that you had like an on and off experience with, someone you used to be in love with who's coming back or leaving. I don't know in what part of the circle of the 8 you are right now. But since there is this, I don't know, well, I'm just going to continue before I say too much. And then we have 2 of Swords, so this is about a choice. So what I was going to say before I was afraid to say too much was, because there is this 5 of Cups here, lets me know something has ended. And this is like someone new has come in. And I think this has to do, perhaps has to do with love or a very dear friend or something like that. Could even be a family member, like a family member you haven't been in contact with for some reason. Maybe you've had a fallout or something. But I think when this 2 of Swords comes out, I immediately came to think about like a choice. And I think perhaps you have a choice now about someone old and someone new. And you haven't really made up your mind yet. Let's see. I would like to have one last card, please. And we have the 9 of Cups. Well, this is a very self-sufficient energy, and it makes me really happy because since you have had all these 5s and the 4 of Coins, this card lets me know you're going to be all right emotionally, at least, whatever hardship is thrown at you. And it also, I don't think you're gonna make that choice for now between the old and the new. This card indicates like a single energy, as I said, and I don't think you're gonna choose any of them. Perhaps whoever you were seeing before left you kind of depleted. Maybe there was arguments. Maybe this person left you without. Maybe your economy got to suffer because of the relations you had. Maybe you felt that you have been given too much emotionally. maybe there was a lot of arguments and you decided, I'm not gonna take this because I am the Queen of Wands after all, and nobody's gonna mess with me. I'm gonna wait for something better, who gives me energy instead of takes energy to come in. And I'm gonna move forward from whatever depleted me from this, whoever took more energy than they gave, or what it could be a situation. It could be like, it could be your work, or something else. But I think it has to do with like someone close to you. For me, I've decided to leave like a group of people behind. I was doing something I believed in for a better world, but when the people involved didn't treat each other good, I started to feel like, if we can't even begin with ourselves, how are we going to make the world a better place together? So for now, I'm gonna try to go my own way, so to speak. I'm telling you this because I'm an Aquarius too, and I would love to hear your story, because getting together and talking about things, even if it's just over the internet, could really help. Before I go, I would like to pull an oracle card for you from this beautiful deck. Kuan Yin's Oracle. Soul guidance from the divine. And well, let's see what Kuan Yin wants us to hear. I got 2 cards. I'm gonna pick one of them. Which one is it? It's this one. It's fearless. And it goes well with the Queen of Wands. And now I'm gonna read this card for you, even if it's a bit long. It's a number 14, which comes down to a 5. So now we have a lot of 5s on the table. You can look up the angel number 555 if you're curious. I don't remember the meaning of it now. Well, dear Aquarius, now is your time to leap. Don't hesitate. Do not fear. You don't need to know how it's all going to work out in order for everything to work out perfectly. This is not a time for small tentative steps. This is a time for a big gesture, to take a chance, to be bold, to take a running leap with your eye only on where you are going. Your body will trust you and follow. It will protect and guide you. Let us leap together fearlessly into the unfolding future of your divine destiny. It will be a wild ride. And guidance. There is a time to have patience, to wait for the way to be shown. There is a time for rest, for gathering energy, to know when the time is right, the fuel required for action will be ready. And then there is time for action itself. When there is no need for tentativeness or analysis, the time will come to leap boldly, to say yes, to act without hesitation. It requires courage, self-belief, and willingness to take a risk. The time for you is now. If you have been asking if you are on the right path, if you should take a step forward, if you need to take action, the oracle says yes, you are in harmony with the universe. This action will bring the right reward at the right time. If we have been through a period of time when you've had to be patient, recovering from illness, grieving a loss of some kind, going through a dark and difficult challenge, then this oracle indicates that there will be a sudden breakthrough soon. You will suddenly spring forward, and you will, if you have been feeling held back, where you have felt as though you had no energy, you will find that suddenly your energy rises. Where perhaps once you felt you could not, suddenly you will realize you can, and so you will. Don't be scared to live with freedom and boldness. This is not a time to hold yourself back or play ball. If you're asking questions about a certain choice in your life, the oracle says yes, go for it. Don't overthink this. Trust your instinct and don't be afraid of leaping forward in your life with gusto. If you believe you are brave enough to make certain choices in your life, if you believe you aren't brave enough to make certain choices in your life, think again. You have a bolder, braver heart than you realize. Your spirit is fearless. A sudden positive change is going to enter your world. This could be a new friend, relationship, opportunity, or even an energy within your soul, rising up and bringing you a sense of greater personal power. Accept what heads your way. It can change your life. And then there is a healing process. I'm going to give it to you as well. Of course, you decide if you want to do it or not. But this is the healing process. You can use a small candle for a healing process if you wish. If you choose to use a candle, light it and gaze at it as you relax for several moments. When you are ready, say the following prayer. Fearless Kuan Yin, Mother of Courage, who loves me unconditionally, please help me realize that I am ready to have so much courage in my heart. May I leap even though I may be afraid sometimes. I focus completely upon the loving light calling me forward into a more beautiful life than I've ever known. May I act with complete trust in myself and in you. Through divine mercy and through my own free will, so be it. Gaze at your candle again. Say the following statement. There is a light in my heart that can never be extinguished. This is the light of my spirit, fearless and free. Then, imagine, visualize, feel or pretend that the light of the candle is now shining in your own heart. You no longer need the candlelight, you have your inner light. Blow out the candle, then place your hands in a prayer and bow your head for a moment. To finish the healing process, close your eyes and imagine, visualize, feel or pretend that the light in your heart is so radiant that it shines out through the front and back of your chest. This feels very good. You have completed your healing process. Thank you, Aquarius, for listening. Be blessed and have a happy new year.